Amar's gonna take out his rag and he's gonna like try to make himself look a little bit more presentable, not covered in blood and whatever else. You know?
Snarl's just gonna chomp away at more rations.
He pops down off my head and just jumps onto the blue pad in front of her, and Blue goes on one knee in a respectful kneel. He's like, "You'll have to excuse my brain minion. I can't really get anywhere without him. I've been traveling with these."
That's a pretty big jump down. Are you sure Neve doesn't just sink through?
Roll a dexterity check for Neve to see if she can land on the lily pad. So that she can land on it and then she doesn't sink it.
Instantly sinks.
Oh no, she's +3 to Dex. Yes.
Oh boy.
Rolls in that one.
Oh,
4.
you touch all mouth importer, huh?
4 plus 3 is 7.
4 plus 3 is 7. So Neve attempts to jump down, and she lands on the lily pad, and attempts to do a respectful gesture of bowing as best as a rabbit can bow. But as she does so, the lily pad goes off balance, and she just plops into the drink with a splash.
She just kicks around and then surfaces on top of another one, just coughing.
Rabbits don't have a gag reflex.
So Belenica motions
around or whatever the hell it's called.
Almirage, yeah. The fairy duchess gestures towards Cornwall. Yes, McQueen? Bring the others forward and watch them closely.
Oh no.
Amar just looks happy.
Yeah.
And he's looking around like, wow, fancy.
Snarl's just looking and munching.
Over, and he motions for you to come sit on these big purple mushrooms.
He comes over and he just sees.
Wait, me? You sure?
Amar's like, okay.
Snarl's just like, wait, me? You sure?
Can Amar see the queen from here?
Probably.
Yes.
Okay, well, Amar will do a respectful bow. You know, clearly she's in charge before sitting down on a mushroom.
She gives you a kindly nod.
And he just,
I head the other direction and sit on this one.
He smiles. I like to think, he got quite a decent amount of, the blood off, but, there's still some, maybe staining his clothes, but also on his face.
Nice.
Wait, do you still have your fancy suit on?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
so
a
now
little
it's
bit
scratched up.
It's a little bit roughed up now.
His fancy pants clothes.
Snarl just tries to make himself as presentable as he can.
Okay.
Smiles.
What's Kallow doing?
I was like,
Can
I see Amar from where I am?
Yes. This little bump here goes up about 2 feet.
Okay.
Amar helps Kallow get on
Yeah,
the
that's
bump.
what I was gonna ask. I come up
problems.
and I just reach my hands up for you and just open and close them.
Probably barely
Help.
You, Snarl can see Neve just barely.
I'm gonna sit at the tip of the mushroom.
I'm slightly worried.
top,
Snarl is
whatever.
slightly worried about the fact that Neve is all wet and above the pond, but he's not gonna speak up. He doesn't want to interrupt.
We have no idea what's going on.
I'm gonna let my feet hang off if possible, and just
Okay.
wag them back, wave them back and forth.
Alright. What? Now what?
See if I could touch a butterfly with my toes.
Neve hops back around towards Amar. As you can see from my
as Neve starts doing that, Belenica raises a finger no, stay where you are.
Apologies, Your Grace. I was just trying to make a point. As you can see from my brutish companion behind us, who's covered in blood currently. Not all of his own blood, mostly his own, but not all. We've come across some of your pale-faced abominations. They were ghouls. We found one hidden inside a tree trunk, and then we murdered it and stuffed it back in there.
you will find the body.
He gestures towards Cornwall. Cornwall makes a gesture, and several sprites swoop down from the trees.
I imagine you guys are all talking in Oh yeah, sure thing, Jimmy.
I think that would be nice to have.
I imagine all the
Thank you.
all this is happening in Sylvan.
Yes.
Okay, can I move my hand back?
Yeah, sorry. I just want to take a good screenshot
Okay.
of all of our the glaive. It's so beautiful.
Yes, it's very nice.
Belenica
I'm gonna be
steps
right back. I'm
down.
gonna get some food. Just keep going.
Okay. She steps down from her little stump throne. She moves with an otherworldly grace, flowing like a liquid almost. Her just almost supernatural grace. She goes and she scoops Neve from, I imagine he scrambled to the shore because he doesn't like water. She scoops him up and she just puts her hand under his belly and she brings them nose to nose. And she says, "You are a beautiful little creature." And she little boops him nose to nose. "But you are not the speaker." And she puts him down.
Adorable.
We was just looking from side to side, like,
He's been cut.
what do you mean? But he's still talking in Sylvan and doesn't realize.
You see her wings begin to flare into action. There's a voop, 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 voop. And she ascends
Whoa.
Oh, we got the
into the
sound.
air. Eventually, it solidifies into a solid, like a very big bee.
This is so cool. Ah!
I mean,
Amar is
Bruce probably,
having a
completely executed, but yeah, no, this is really cool.
Amar is having a blast, just like looking at everything, and he's
I like how no one is worried about Blue. He just failed a deception as we've been found.
we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on.
We have no idea what you're doing. You're just talking in some fancy smanchy fairy song. We're just vibing.
I mean, you probably saw Neve was talking, and she hasn't spoke before.
No, I don't. That was never brought up, so I just assumed we didn't. I just assumed we know what your voice sounds like, and so.
Kallow knew the whole time.
The queen
was
just
the leader.
started flying and stuff, and it was like calling out Blue for the speaker not being Neve.
Oh, so she saw through his disguise.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now we're about to find out what happens next. Yeah.
He's flying in the air. And she says, I'd like to ask this only once. Who among you is the speaker?
Is she saying this in Sylvan or?
He is saying this in common.
Uh-oh.
Amar's like, oh.
We
Isn't
don't
it
really
you,
have a
Blue?
designated speaker.
Neve just like has
I
run back to Blue at this point, and she's just run all the way back up here.
Amar's just like, I
look-
thought it was Blue who was talking to you.
Don't snitch.
What?
I look up at.
Amar's just confused.
Yeah. I'm gonna look up at Amar and be like, "Aren't
I
you
look at-
familiar
I look
with
at Blue,
courts?"
He's like, well, yes, but I don't know how to speak this language.
Then I point at Blue.
Yeah.
Snarl just kind of shrugs. He's just not sure who would be the speaker in this case. They didn't really elect one.
We're all confused, basically.
Yeah, yeah. No, Kallow definitely points at
Everyone
Blue.
looks confused except Blue, who is just like looking
panicking.
from side to side, all shifty.
Where it's like, Blue, what did you do? Blue, we're trying to get in good favor with the court. Be nice. And he's gonna go.
So I may not have been completely honest with you, but from here on out, there is pure transparency.
Are you saying this in common or Sylvian?
One of your, I guess in common now.
Oh.
One of your captains over there, Mr. Cornwall, I believe he was called. He mistook my familiar Neve as our leader, thanks to a certain small man's interruption. Anyway,
I give a little wave.
I sort of rolled with it.
I look over and give Kallow a big ol' stare.
I give you a thumbs up. Also a big smile.
Amar just puts his face in his hand.
Snarl doesn't know who he's more disappointed in. Kallow for perpetuating the lie? Kallow for starting the lie? Or Blue for
I
perpetuating
don't
it?
think.
You just sort of
Yeah, I
rolled
don't think
with it.
Kallow definitely didn't expect any of you guys to
What
take that
happens
for granted.
next?
Believe him.
She hears your story. All of you roll a straight charisma check.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, I don't want to leave this location. Can someone bring my die over here? Because I have a perfect vantage point through the forest. I don't want to leave it.
let's see. My
It's
charisma
so beautiful.
is.
Oh, I just got a 2.
I got a 9.
8.
2 plus.
We're
3,
all
so I have a
charmed.
5. That's rough.
Wait, is this a charm check?
I don't know.
Straight charisma
I
check.
don't think so.
Straight
It's just a
charisma.
charisma check.
Oh, okay. Book said something about being charmed, and I was like, wait, I have advantage on that because of my Fey ancestry.
You know, it's Fae. Faes are like experts when it comes to charms and stuff. Like that's kind of their shtick.
It's true.
You know, which is why it's more difficult for Faes to be fooled and charmed than it is for other creatures.
Mine is a 10 charisma.
They also have a knack for illusions.
10 plus.
Well,
lucky
it was
they didn't
that
get a
was
nat
after
one.
pluses. That was 7
But
plus.
Can
2
you
after
put it?
2
Huh?
goes up to 5 after the pluses isn't exactly nice.
Ah, okay.
Whenever we do group rolls, if you could just put them in the game chat,
Oh,
that
sure.
would be good.
I'll just put mine again for consistency.
We all suck.
She hates us, and we're all getting publicly
I'm the
executed.
only guy with semi-good charisma, and I rolled them well. Not well, terribly.
My charisma
I
is
mean-
like
I think Jimmy has pretty darn good charisma.
Yeah, but I didn't roll good.
I should have
bad
saved the
roll.
bardic inspiration.
I can't use it myself.
It's okay.
Wow.
It's okay.
Okay. All
It's
right.
about to turn very, very bad for us, isn't it?
She looks over the
I'm
lot
scared
of
of what's
you.
going to happen to Snarl.
She looks over the lot of you. And
Cast Zone of Truth. Sorry, continue.
you know what?
Giving Geoff ideas.
Belenica is hovering over you. She's thinking very intently. And she is wondering
Uh-oh.
what the radius on Zone of Truth is.
Well, see, but this is why you keep your mouth shut. Don't give the DM ideas.
Well, I mean,
Right.
we're not doing anything wrong here. It's actually probably a better
Yeah, we're
off
not
for
even
us.
lying. We just
I
told
mean,
her the
the
truth.
only liar here is Blue.
Yeah.
I mean,
And we just told her the truth.
Snarl's not hiding anything. He's been telling the truth. The only liar was Blue. But
Well,
he couldn't
hey
prove it.
man, is he not hiding anything for the situation, or is he
15-foot
not hiding
radius
anything
sphere.
in general?
This is where everybody gets their honest, like, backstories revealed.
You aren't compelled to tell the truth. You just can't. And if you fail it, you can just only tell the truth. But you aren't compelled to say things.
Yeah.
Cannot speak a deliberate lie on the radius.
Yeah. Like if you lied about things previously, you don't feel compelled.
So
to
it doesn't
come
necessarily mean you have to respond with like the true answer. Like you could still say, "I don't want to answer that."
Yeah, but that would just reveal that you're being sus.
Yeah, I mean we're not actually doing anything suspect. We only have good intentions, so this can't be bad for us.
Yeah, like I said, the only liar is Blue and Kallow.
It'd be funny.
Kallow is a fibber, not a liar.
So
okay, so
Galeguy looks out over you, and she says, "While I do appreciate a bit of honest tomfoolery," and she says the next part with grand sweeping gestures of her arms, "Let's be honest with each other.
Yeah.
Everyone within 15 feet of this point make a charisma saving throw."
Which point?
Against
This one?
this one right here.
So separate from that group with straight charisma, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's like Amar, and I think Kallow.
Yeah, I'll just do it anyway.
Basically, we're all
everybody. I'm in there, I believe.
Another charisma check?
Actually, it's over here.
It's a charisma save.
Oh, okay.
Wait, hold on. So it's this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could say Snarl's in it. I'll just roll.
2, 3.
I think I may have failed that.
This is probably close. I got a 12.
I got an 8. I will put this in.
I have 2.
1.
Oh. I don't know if I make the check though, because it's probably higher. I have a +5 save, but
Thankfully this isn't a skill check, so I'm not gonna like fall over and smash my head on a rock trying to tell the truth.
yeah. Well, telling the truth, you accidentally unhinge your jaw, which results in a blood vein popping, and you drain of all your blood, and you instantly die.
Brain
in the spot.
It accidentally gives you a brain hammer.
Alright. I have to figure out how to calculate the spell save DC now.
Yep, no worries.
For the creature?
How do you calculate that? Can I get a...
Is this an arch fairy? Just search up the stat block and get the spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, but can I do it faster in a way that
I mean,
doesn't
it'd
require me to
probably
look
be an
fancy?
average of like between 12 and 14, more than likely.
Well, no, that depends. That's a lower
Plus the
level
DC is
spellcaster.
8 plus proficiency plus intelligence.
Yes. Or whatever their spellcasting modifier is. If it is
like in my
intelligence.
case, as a paladin, my spellcasting mod is charisma.
Yeah.
It might be for a fairy. It might be charisma because that's what it's like for like warlocks and stuff. Or sorcerers also
maybe
cast
16.
on charisma, I believe.
Well,
So
good news,
innate
everybody.
magic users.
You all failed equally.
Woohoo.
And now you are all under the effects of a zone of truth.
Do we know we're under effects of zone of truth?
Do you know?
Or do we not realize it until we attempt to lie and then can't?
An affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions.
Alrighty, so we
Which
all...
Yes.
And again, we have nothing to really hide. This is all just because Kallow said me was in charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snarl is innocent. I only rolled it because it's debatable as to which square I'm on, so it might as well just be fair.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright. Well, we all fail. And she probably knows we all fail.
Yeah, I would assume the spellcaster would know who's
The
affected.
spellcaster is aware of who succeeds and who fails. Alright.
She's just laughing to herself like, look at these fucking idiots.
Face, probably, honestly.
How close
We're
was
just
I, though? Because I think I was the highest.
We're just a bunch of fools.
The DC was somewhere around 14.
Okay.
So you missed it by just a little bit.
Yep.
Anyway, so she addresses you all. Let's start from the beginning. Who are you?
That is a good place to start, I feel. Yes, very good idea. My name is Blue. This is my familiar Neve, and Neve like gives a little wave. That's Amar. That's Kallow. That grumpy-looking man is Snarl. We've come from the town of
I
Blue.
shoot him a look after he says that.
Can I just say, Amar is just gonna be like, I'm Amar, the Renda Vedian Drago van the end of the Pleasure.
Snarl runs over and stabs him up. Amar's dead.
Yes, we are travelers from the town of Blue Larch. We heard something about very pale-looking people going around looking very sick. So we came into the forest to investigate. We stumbled across some of your compatriots back there, who I believe transported us here. Then we went back. We found a big tree, a really big fuck-off tree, with a ghoul inside. And the ghoul said, "Fuck you! I'm gonna try and kill you." And he said, "That's not cool, man." And then we murdered him. We murdered him, but then he wasn't dead. And then we made sure he was dead.
What exaggeration
really made sure he was
considered
dead.
a lie? Because technically the ghoul never spoke, which would be a lie.
Well, you get technical with this.
I mean, he was telling the truth.
So Blue, he like struggles momentarily, and then he says, metaphorically, of course.
Metaphorical, because ghouls can't talk, you see. I never got that. Anyway, we murdered it, and then it wasn't dead. It was like playing dead. And then we made sure it was dead, so we stuffed the body back into a tree because we were like, hey, that's some good compost. And then we came back here to find your compatriots, and they were like, hey, put these blindfolds on. And we were like, okay. But then Kallow back there, one of them was like, hey, who's your leader? And Kallow was like, it's Neve, and pointed to my familiar. And I was like, well, fuck it, I guess I'm gonna roll with this. So I started using minor illusion to talk through to Neve, and act as if she was the leader of us all. And your fight captain believed it. Obviously, you did not. And then we came up here, and then you cast his Zone of Truth on us, and I believe that...
Can Amar raise his hand?
No question.
He's still raising his hand.
What?
Who is it?
I just want to say that technically, because they're speaking, Blue is speaking, and the captain was speaking a language I didn't understand. No idea he was doing this. I deeply apologize.
I also deeply apologize.
Snarl just said, I had no part in this.
I'm grumpy.
And I admit to everything.
This is a mess.
The Fairy Duchess, a smile begins to creep across her face. Very well. Why? What is your favorite color?
Why green? Why do you ask?
Green, no, yellow. Ah!
Look to smite Kallow.
Kallow answers, just starts rambling through colors, but every color pings as truth. He just likes all the colors. Amar's like, Well, I would personally, although I do have like a leaning towards colors such as like purple and red, as they are quite nice. I must say that I think that if I were to have to choose a favorite color, I might have to go with yellow. Although that depends. Do metallic color? Does metallic chrome count as colors? Because if that's the case, then I might have to go with brass. I did do my heritage and stuff. It seems kind of straightforward and all that. But it is how I look and everything. It's related to my family, so that's kind of important to me. So I suppose that would, if you can count chrome like colorations and such.
Can I
as
start
that,
tugging?
I guess I'd have
I'm
to
gonna
go
start
with Raph,
tugging
but,
on
like,
Amar's like
otherwise, I
outfit.
like to think that like maybe yellow would probably be for the best.
Amar,
Yes, Kallow?
I think you've answered adequately.
Well, I think I did so as well, if I do say so myself. I mean, everybody.
Snarl just says, like, I don't really know, but for some reason, I'm compelled to say blue.
Amar's like,
Question?
so you do have a favorite color.
I don't know. I don't know if I do, honestly.
You called?
No, not you. The color. The color blue, not the name blue.
Is the color blue?
Yeah, it's the color of your eyes.
Color after me?
No, actually, I think it was the other way around. You are named after the color.
Then the color after me.
Your eyes are blue.
But I don't think Blue knows that blue is blue.
Wait, color. Wait, hang on. Amar's gonna point to like a blue flower. What color is this?
That's green.
Wait, guys, I think I understand. Blue is colorblind. Blue can't see blue.
I think blue is the only color blue can't see.
It's lower.
No wonder you don't know what blue is.
He's blue.
You're
I'm
blue.
confused.
We'll figure this out later, Blue. Don't worry.
Yes, it doesn't seem important right now.
It's just Queen watching us get completely
I went meta, and for some reason that worked, so that was nice.
All right.
Okay, and you?
She addresses you once more.
She snaps her fingers to get our attention.
She's now openly smiling.
She realizes we're just a bunch of idiots.
But funny idiots. But funny idiots.
Yeah.
He values that.
Idiots are funny.
All right. Last question, and this is really the important one. What can I do for you? And what can you do for me?
Ah, yes. It's a very good question. Well, you see, we figured you have a bit of a ghoul problem on your hands, and as we are a roaming band of adventurers who have just found evidence of a ghoul in the forest, we figured we could help one another out. We can take care of your ghouls, and then you can pay us in whatever.
Amar's like, I agree with Blue here. Like, we, personally speaking, I am very strong, and I've got a bit of health on me. I mean, not currently, as tad beat up here, just a little bit. But, I'll be fine. I'm always fine. But, I just realized that he can't... Hang on, I just realized that Amar can't say he's always fine because he's infected. He's like,
So like you say, you just like struggle and you say, I sometimes fine.
I'm strong.
Can I roll like insight on that?
Sure.
Oh, no.
Yep, and he's not done with his rant and stuff. So he's like, so yeah, I could naturally offer my services in that regard of, fighting things and smashing things. And as for in return stuff, I had heard, perhaps the granting of like either items or boons.
After
I mean, personally, I would prefer not a boon, as I would rather not be granted magical abilities by a adjacent entity for
Hey
reasons.
man, speak for yourself.
I know, I was just saying that I would personally prefer like an item, perhaps, if that was available. I mean, I guess if there was only boon available, then maybe I would take a boon and stuff. But personally, I just would. I'm not gonna lie, I can't lie, but boons kind of make me uncomfortable.
And I kind of don't want anything. To be honest, well, I guess I have to be, right? But I'm from that town back there, Blue Larch, and we heard of these pale people, and I was just concerned, for my family's well-being. So we came in here to help the problem. We like you guys, so we wanted to help your problem, and maybe everyone could just be, unified. That's all I want.
I
We
just
give
realized,
Kallow
has
a little
Kallow's
clap.
pin come into play yet? He's wearing a pin, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, but that's for
That's for something that we don't know about yet.
Yeah.
Anyways, Snarl speaks up and he's just like, I need no reward. I just need to see the smiles on the face of the people I helped.
Is that a lie?
No?
God dang it, man. I'm...
Wow, he's wholesome.
No. Snarl and Kallow, too wholesome.
Well, I don't like the idea. Well, you actually don't say that out loud. Never mind.
Blue's like, you will have to forgive my compatriots. Their attention span is that of a 5-year-old child.
Hey, Jossie.
That's being generous.
Snarl
up?
gives another glare.
And that's his
Amar's
honest
like-
opinion.
I was like, hey,
We
at
are
least
in a
I'm not the one
glade
who
of
eats
fairies.
flowers up the side of the road.
You joined me in doing it.
I was gonna... Except that he...
I regret the existence
Fair point.
of this zone of truth.
Hot
For
take.
yourself.
So, the fairy duchess once again. She says, "So, adventurers, I invite you to look around you.
Mark
Do you
just
see
starts
any?
looking.
Do you see any ghouls here? Do you
No.
see? Do you see my kingdom, my queendom,
It's extremely gorgeous.
hampered by the rampant dead? Do you see that now?
Not in the
As-
slightest.
Wait, what? Can
As
you
you
say that
look
again?
around you-
Gale, can you say that again? You kept being interrupted.
Sorry.
She basically says, "Look around you. Does my queendom look like it is under assail by the rampant dead?"
Snarl does as she said. Looks around.
Yeah. Do we see it? Because we can't tell a lie.
Yeah,
No.
I'm just like, no, your kingdom just looks really freaking gorgeous in like every shape and form known to my existence.
Yep, it
Wait,
all
I've
checks
I've been
out.
to
Looks
some
nice
pretty
here.
places. I've been to some pretty places. Like, there's a cathedral. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's gorgeous. This is even more gorgeous.
Please, I hate that cathedral. To be
It's a
honest,
good
I don't
cathedral.
quite know what I don't quite know what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah, maybe now's a good time to tell the fairy that we're cursed.
I mean, I was like, I still wouldn't consider it necessarily a curse, but
Yeah, actually, we're probably the worst thing here.
I was like, I wouldn't consider it necessarily a curse per se. I mean, it's definitely like perhaps a magical residue. At least so they say. Personally, I have never seen it, but they had like this wand that detect magic and stuff, and so they've been using it and stuff. But maybe it could have been a faulty wand or something. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, so you're gonna have to talk to them on this case.
Yeah, it
But
could be
personally, I
possible
think
that we're turning into ghouls.
that is likely not the case at all whatsoever, as we are not dead nor undead in
Roll
any
a
way, shape, or
perception check for Blue while you are talking back and forth.
Blue. Oh, that's me.
Yes.
it is you.
16.
16.
And that's a +5, so 21.
21. In the midst of all this back and forth, Belenica motions Cornwall to her, and she says in low tones, "Sometimes I wonder if honesty is worth all of the trouble."
So she too regrets the existence. Snarl was honest. He was like, I regret that this zone of truth exists. And now she too regrets it.
It's not her. I mean, to be fair, she is the kind of person who basically removed a brass dragonborn's ability to lie. A brass dragonborns already talk a bunch. It's
Anyway.
part of the character.
She motions towards you. She does a big expansive motion with her arms.
Amar shuts up.
She's like, observe my realm and tell me why you think this is my problem. She's playing hardball right now.
I can answer this question. Well, you see, okay, so first time we came in here, these two, pointing to like Blue and Snarl, were kind of like high, or something. Not
Don't need to
entirely
tell
sure.
the Fairy Queen about how we were high. Stop it.
Irrelevant to the point. Continue.
So I came in and stuff, and we had accidentally wandered a little close to your like fairy place, and were thus confronted by fairies and whatnot. And they asked why we were out here in the woods, and we had explained that we were looking for, the ghouls. At the time, we didn't know they were ghouls, but, we were looking for the ghouls and stuff. And they said, oh, well, those were sighted closer to town. You've come out too far. And they're like, also, I believe there was a mention of, like, hey, if you figure out what they are and stuff like that, why don't you come back and tell us so that we know what we're dealing with, like, in case they wander closer to the area. So, like, I understand that they're probably not your problem now, but usually, perhaps kingdoms and stuff, it is always good and well thought out to keep tabs on your neighbors in case any problems that they are having could spread to you if you're not careful and such. So it is not your problem per se, but it is important to maintain and understand problems surrounding you so that you can react to them should they ever occur
Isn't
to
the
you
town
in the
expanding into the Enchanted Forest?
future.
That would be something Kallow knows. I don't think he's told anybody else.
Well, that's
No, yes.
kind of why, we needed to establish relations with them. See if we can stop them from being so cruel to the people who are coming out here. But
That's all Amar has to say, so he answered the question.
Now I as a GM have to sort through that entire monologue and pick out the relevant parts.
Alright, I'll do it for you. Amar basically said that, he realizes that it's not really a problem for her or her kingdom right now, but, as someone who is in charge of, an area of land and people and everything like
It's
that,
important to keep
it
track
is
of territories
important
that
to
exist.
keep track of your neighboring territories and keep yourself up on problems they may be having, because if those problems should spread into your area, it'll allow you to be more prepared. That's basically what he said. He politely recognizes that she is in fact correct. It is not a problem for her.
but it could be.
But it could be.
Yes.
Would anyone else like to make a case?
Snarl just adds to what Amar says. It's like, foresight is important. Much like hindsight.
I mean, yeah,
Exactly.
plus that fairy told us to tell them, so,
Wait, meta talk. Did that actually happen? I don't remember.
It did.
Yeah, if it's possible, we would love to see if maybe your kind can help us keep these forests safe.
Say, would you say you are well acquainted with the leadership structures of your town?
Amar's just gonna look at Kallow because he doesn't live here.
Snarl just says, that would be Kallow. I know nothing.
Yeah, Kallow's the only person who actually has lived here in the past. This is his hometown.
Yeah. So Kallow, I'm assuming, has connections to the leadership structures, but not necessarily say over them. Is that correct?
Yeah, yep. I mean, his dad has connections, right?
Yeah. That's what I would
You have your
assume.
dad, so thus you would have connections.
Yeah. So that's so not like per se exactly, but I have connections to them because my family is very well known in our society and very well respected. You see, we are not necessarily nobility, but we supply for them and they supply for us. So, in short, yes.
She nods slowly, just taking it in. She settles back into her chair and motions her captain to speak. Where? Cornwall, where'd you go? Criminy. Okay. If you'll allow me a moment of consultation.
Yes, of course. It's like turns and walks down a little bit.
Can I play another song? It's very
It waves you
inspiring
on.
here.
So it sort of waves you on, like, half-heartedly. Like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Sweet. I'll take out my pan flute and have at it again.
Magic flute.
It's a pan flute.
It's a pain flute.
One day I'll get an ocarina.
Go ahead and roll a roll performance or tool proficiency. So just make a roll and add either your performance bonus to it or your
Oh, nat 20! Hell yeah, baby!
Nice.
There's a moot point.
Woo, 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 woo. Oh, that's like I don't know what the difference is. Tool proficiency.
Just roll performance.
Yeah, so it'll be 24 total with nat 20. They are not. I don't have proficiency.
Kallow, inspired that the heat is off of them for just a moment, he takes in the splendors of the realm
Let me get into the
with its
tree.
odd mushrooms, and cute ponds, and grasping vines, and little butterflies. And he plays a tune.
Can I attempt to add percussion? Like improvise some percussion to it?
Yeah, should be.
Like by kind of like drumming on my
On the
basically,
mushroom.
like, drumming on myself, drumming on the mushroom, stomping on the ground, so like that to make like percussion. Can I try to improvise that?
Sure. You may roll performance.
Okay. Here's my performance. Is it just 3? Just 3. 14 plus 3 is 17. Honestly, I expected worse.
Wow, look at us. We're a band.
What was the roll?
17 total.
17. Wow. So Snarl just intuitively picks up and starts doing some percussion. Some slaps and stomps. And pretty soon you have a band. Huh.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking over to Kallow the entire time with like a grin on my face.
Yeah, I'll try to do my best to.
Just having fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my
Amar is
feet
so
as to
proud.
keep the rhythm, but like because my feet are hanging off, they're just like swinging back and forth in unison, like toes towards each other, toes away, to the rhythm.
Alright, and what was she gonna say?
So the fairy duchess, she finishes her consultation. And she...
Are we still playing at this point, or have we stopped?
You're playing maybe
yeah,
in the background,
yeah.
but
Okay.
As she begins to speak, you can see her head is swaying just a little bit with the music.
Nice.
She's enjoying it.
Yes. That's the first time I've ever rolled that high ever on a performance check. This is really inspiring.
I'm glad
and
I got a high one, because I would have been upset if I got a low roll and I just ruined the song.
You can't ruin this tune.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So she sits in her throne and she calls out to you. Says, "You there, short one."
It's me, Kallow.
Pause your music for a second. Come to
That's
me.
here. Oh,
I stopped playing once Kallow stops as well.
I like look around.
Amar helps you off the mushroom.
Yeah, I look. But first, before I look to Amar for approval. Like, I'm a little
Amar
nervous.
just like gives a smile, pat, and he helps you out the mushroom.
Okay.
It's like thumbs up.
Okay. Can I crawl up the? Can I crawl up the rock?
She wants you coming, I think, closer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I start crawling up the rock and I'm looking at her. Did she tell me to go another way?
She shakes her head and she sends Cornwall after you. Oh. And he takes you gently by the hand.
Oh, sorry.
To walk this path over here.
Can I try to touch one of the butterflies while I'm walking through?
You may. They sort of hover in the air. Roll just a quick dexterity check.
Oh, dexterity.
See if you can touch them as they pass.
I was kind of hoping to lure them, like waiting for them to like land on my hand. 16 plus dexterity 4, so 20.
Dexterity.
It's gonna be like that scene in the
trying to catch them. If you want to lure them to land on your hands, change that to a wisdom animal handling check.
Oh, okay. Same roll or?
Same roll.
Okay.
Just keep the 16.
Wisdom animal handling. So 18.
18. All right. You do it. You reach your hand out, and it's one of these small yellow butterflies. Or they look much bigger once you get close to them. They're about half a foot long.
Holy crap, that's awesome.
They could carry you away.
Yeah.
They're massive butterflies. It lands on your finger.
Enchantment.
And sort of looks at you with its little butterfly eyes.
Hello, friend. You're beautiful. This butterfly is my favorite color.
Aww.
So
Hey, you. By the way, you're walking out of the zone of truth, so you can lie now, I guess.
Yeah, I think you're out of it.
so
I think technically Snarl just has to shift over to the other side of the mushroom and he can stop lying.
Yeah.
Or stop having to tell the truth, but he's not going to do that.
Yeah.
Because that's called being a dick.
Yeah. Wait, could you imagine if like imagine if there's a spell called Zone of Lying.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You cannot tell the truth.
And then your friends start complimenting you in it.
So not really knowing.
Or what if you're a wholesome group, but then you get to the Zone of Lies and you just start insulting each other?
Oh.
Like it's going like, I love you, you're so smart. Just like, you're the most idiotic person I've ever met. I beat you at the party.
That'd be so funny.
It would be funny, but it'd also be like very taxing on morale. Okay, anyways, let's continue.
Yep, sorry.
Oh yeah, so
All
Kallow
right.
not really knowing what to do for custom, like he gets over to this area and he kind of just like brushes the grass aside, and then sets one knee down, and then puts his hands on that knee, on the knee that's still in the air, and he just looks at him. Looks at the fairy, like just in awe.
All right. So she She comes down from her mount, and she gets very close to where no one can hear but you. Says, I've taken something of a liking to you. Keep that between us.
I like you too.
For the For the moment, it seems that if we've nothing to offer each other, then there's nothing to be exchanged. However, perhaps we can still be of use to each other.
I like this
Perhaps-
idea.
Indeed, having someone capable of talking to the people of the town, influencing their decisions, communicating information meaningfully in both
Is it
directions
still
would be...
like a hushed whisper?
Yes. You may roll a perception to see how much of it you catch.
I will roll perception.
Nice.
Sure thing.
I have a -1, right? I have to keep checking. Yeah, but it's a -1.
I rolled a natural one. I can't hear anything.
Oh no, you, Amar.
I'm listening to the
You got,
birds.
yeah, you have butterflies in your ears.
Literally. I'm too shiny. The butterflies like me. Kallow turns around and just finds me covered in butterflies.
Nice.
Hey,
Alright.
continue your hushed conversation.
The rolls? Are they...
In chat is mine,
Okay.
and I think it pours.
Yeah. Mine is in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Same.
So Blue, he doesn't miss a thing. He catches as much as you can catch. Well, I'll tell you how much you get after the conversation. But she basically says that yes, it would be useful if I had someone on the inside, so to say,
Oh.
a clear channel. A clear channel between the court here and the town there. Would you be interested in such a role?
I don't think that there's anything I would be more interested in. This is a great honor. And I thank you. I thank you for trusting us. And if there's someone who's you want to be on the inside, I am your guy.
Very well. Come. And she wraps her arms around you and nestles your head into her bosom.
Wow, wow.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
throw. Oh boy.
Oh, she about to charm you?
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
6.
Not the
Oh no.
worst. 7. That's the
Oh,
worst.
no.
7.
No. Oh. Wasn't everything like 14?
Yeah, I mean, these may not be nice fairies, so they could be screwing with us. We don't even know.
Just hang on. Just let
You
it
could be
happen.
screwing her if you're not careful.
The
Heyo.
roll was 7.
Yeah, 7.
7.
So as she grasps you, you feel a bit of magic wrap around you. You try to shrug it off, but it's very strong. And you get the sense, it's like you're bound to something.
Ooh.
It's hard to say the exact. It's not a magic you've ever experienced before, firsthand. So it's hard to say precisely what it will do.
Okay.
But the next time she speaks in a sure, commanding tone. Little Kallow, go, at your earliest convenience, to the leaders of your town, and tell them that I am interested in opening channels of communication After you have done so, return here at your earliest convenience.
This is something that I can do. I can
Do you
help.
know that he's armed?
So wait, meta talk. Is he charmed?
Meta talk, he is a kind of charmed. He's under a gesh.
A gesh.
What's that?
What's that?
That is.
A gesh is a magical enchantment. It's a kind of charm. Basically, you do what the caster wants, or pain. Lots of pain.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, Kallow, have fun with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, have fun.
No,
Luckily,
but
you
this
do
is
have a big time range because it's at your earliest convenience.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Imagine if she said, like, do it tomorrow, and then you don't do it tomorrow.
Yeah. But she gives you a little clap on the booty and sends you on your way.
Ooh.
On the booth.
Did I hear?
How
Okay,
much
so
did
you said,
Amar heard none of it.
Did I hear any of
if
it?
I was hearing part of that, would I know that this has happened?
So Blue caught he caught something about opening channels of communication. And that's about all he could make out clearly.
I'm gonna guess that if Kallow doesn't really know that he's under a gesh or whatever, that none of us would know that either, so. Or have any reason to
Well, I
suspect.
mean, but I'm a wizard, so would I've like sensed some magic tomfoolery
That's
going
not how
down?
magic works. That's what the spell detect magic is for. You didn't cast it.
Gail, did I hear any of that conversation?
Did you you could not catch any meaningful part of it.
Okay.
Cool. Kallow's been charmed, and we have
Yeah.
no idea. Oh,
Yeah,
fun.
so yeah, that's what he says. So he goes, that's something that I can do. All I want to save the forest for you. Communications between Larch Blue and you will be nothing but kind and true.
Why is he rhyming?
Why is he rhyming?
He feels inspired. He's
Fair enough.
I stand up and I give the biggest, most glorious bow I can give. My big hand waving through the air towards my belly. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to understand our mission. We only want what's in best favor for all. All of you harmonious creatures who live in the forest amongst us. Just mere men and mortals.
Fare thee well, little Kallow.
And I just want to be...
The rest of you.
Oh.
Oh. Oh?
Oh, no,
Go
no,
on.
no, it doesn't matter.
Go on, Kallow.
Oh, I was gonna say, I always want to clarify that as much as I'd like to speak on behalf of all of our kind, it is unfortunate that some of us are cruel. But I will do my best to unify us. Unify us all! I love this forest. Thank you. I like scamper away, and I reach up towards Amar.
I help him back on the mushroom.
Thank you.
And now you're back in the zone of truth.
Yep. Alright. So she claps twice. Pixies, lead them away. Return them to where you found them.
Is that what she was gonna say? As for the rest of you, leave. Time to go. Bye-bye now.
Yeah.
Sayonara.
Yes.
Alright.
The rest of you, you are dismissed. Fare thee well until next we meet.
I help Kallow off the mushroom.
Thank you.
Sloan just steps off and starts like walking
Can I,
away.
while like you step off the mushroom, can I just hop on your back?
He just makes like a little.
Oh
bow.
wait, we're gonna get bound again, aren't we? Never mind.
Blindfolded.
Yeah, no.
Blindfolded, yeah.
Alright.
Hup, hup,
Cool.
hup, hup.
There is an entourage of fairies waiting for you at the
Can we-
Oh, I
entrance.
didn't know you could do backflips.
Can we time skip until we're out?
Sure.
Well, one thing
I
I'd
just
like
wanted,
to
because
ask-
we're running low on time, and I just want to wrap up this in a bit, you know?
Well, actually, I did have one thing I wanted to do.
What?
Can I attempt to remember the way we came? Like, remember the path that was taken? Considering it seems like I might need to come back. Might be good to know if I need to rush here in an emergency.
I mean, I saw the path here, so would I remember it? Because I saw it through Neve's
I
eyes.
saw the path here. So the path here was very strange. They basically took you into the forest, and then they did 3 loop-de-loops. And then went forward again. So they basically, like, they go in, and then you go around and around.
Oh,
Once,
wow.
Twice.
Thrice.
3 times. And then here is the glade.
Interesting.
And you get out the same way you came in.
And I was asking, can I try, like, memorize the path that is taken?
Like,
So
how
do,
many
like,
left
sense of
turns?
direction and stuff like that. Like, the turns and stuff.
Roll an intelligence check to see how well you can commit it to memory.
Right before we leave, just so you know.
10 minus 1, 9.
10 minus 1.
Oh, should I roll one as well?
If you're trying to remember the path,
I mean, like I said, I saw it, so...
it's not a too difficult a path to remember. But because blue can actually see, you can roll this one with advantage.
Okay.
Six. Oof.
16 plus 4 is a
Oh,
20.
it's 16. Oh, I thought that was a 6. Oh, that's much better than oof.
Or
I'll just type
Your
in
your dice are
what I
clear, so it's hard when I push Alt on them. I can't see the number very well. I thought that was a 6. Right before I leave the glade, I just want to like turn around like on the last rock and just see if I can make eye contact with the queen. And I'm just gonna give her like just a wave, but just like hip height or like waist height hand, not super high, but just like a thank you gesture. One more time, and then turn around and step off the rock.
sees your gesture and she blows you a kiss.
Kallow is seducing the baby.
Oh yeah, I'm not paying attention at all on our way back.
First base.
He is completely enthralled with what happened. The whole time he's just thinking about that.
I was thinking with his dick.
The blood is out of his brain.
And into another
If
one.
he failed the, even if he'd like passed the wisdom saving throw, he probably would have done it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so
What are
they
the
lead you
results
out.
of my roll?
So so Snarl gets the rough gist of, it looks like it's just 2 straights and some loop-de-loops. Seems pretty simple, but you don't know any of the trail
Precise
markers
details.
that would help you navigate it again.
Yeah, I don't get any landmarks. I only get like general direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess we could just move to outside.
Yeah.
I got a 20, so I assume I just remember it all.
You remember it pretty well. Roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
just
anyone who's trying to understand the path you took.
Not
So that includes me as well?
Sure.
5 plus 6, so 11.
Why does the paint die every time I need to roll? Actually, why isn't everybody's paint dying? That's strange.
Yeah, it happened to me
That's
earlier.
my Arcana. -1. 11 -1, 10. Average rolls today.
10. All right.
I'll just say.
There's something a little weird about the path. Even though you tread the same ground 3 times, it feels different each time. Hard to know what that's about.
I would assume that Blue knows better.
Yeah. What's Blue's roll?
I got an 11.
11? You get the same. Well, you get the same, except you don't have to tell from your feet. You can tell by looking at it. It looks slightly different each loop.
I mean, he's
You're
also
treading the
proficient
same ground,
in
but
Arcana.
somehow something is different about it.
In case it does affect the answer, Gale, I'm not proficient in Arcana.
Yeah. You know enough Arcana to know that something might be fishy here.
Yes, the typical suspicious magical forest.
Wait, more koi fish?
Been in here before.
Okay, are we out of the forest then?
Alright, you are here, at the edge of the forest.
Alrighty. Are there no more fairies around?
The fairies wave you on. You
Alright.
are leaving their territory.
Alright then. As you know, once the fairies are kind of.
There's a few that linger behind and watch you, but the rest disperse.
Alright. Amar's just like, well, that was something.
Something.
I think it went pretty well, despite its beginning.
Kallow seemed to have fun.
Oh yes,
Didn't
you
you?
did. Didn't you,
Real-
Kallow?
Because
Uh,
chicken.
get shoved in.
We all saw him get lovingly pressed into the fairy queen's bosom.
Yes.
you basically see like heart emojis floating above Kallow right now.
Hello. Hey.
Yes, I had fun. That was beautiful.
Chicka bow wow.
Just gonna give Kallow a hearty punch in the shoulder. Perhaps a little too hard, but you know.
Love hurts, they say. Hey, Blue. Thanks for not eating any of those mushrooms.
Damn it, I forgot to pick some up. That's on the way out.
If Amar had the forethought and was not paying attention, maybe he would have. But oh well.
Thank you, fairies. Thank you for your escort.
Yep.
Stuck up a winged bastards. Go back to the town. I don't want to be here anymore.
So
I'm always like, yeah, I would not mind going to bed, maybe eating some food or something.
the real question is, do you guys
Yes,
think?
perhaps some rest would be deserved.
Do you guys think that there would be more ghouls? Do you think that there's a lot more? I don't know how ghouls do things. Do they reproduce?
Ghouls can spread like wildfire if they're left unattended.
Amar shrugs.
I wouldn't know any better.
That's what I'm concerned about.
Amar's like, yeah, Amar's like, doing the whole thing where it's like, I would like to go and like maybe some rest and food, but otherwise, I wouldn't worry about me. I'm fine.
Are you still bleeding?
Well, yes. Amar doesn't say anything, but you can clearly see he is still bleeding.
Oh,
They've
no.
had time to scab over by now.
Yeah, they're a little oozy, but they're not like
Use it.
gushing blood. Perhaps a tad oozy, but
We'll say that Importer or Snarl spent enough time sitting around that his dizziness has faded.
Okay. Because I was thinking, like, that could technically be considered as, like, sitting down and collecting your senses. Because sitting there wasn't really moving around much.
Yep. Or I can just make like direct eye contact with Blue, just like, I'm fine. And I probably should roll deception.
I'm fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. He has less than half his health. He's definitely not looking great.
Ooh, good roll.
But let's see, 16. What's my defense? Plus 1, 17. And if you want to do that, you have to roll more than 17 on insight.
I will contest just for fun.
All right, everybody contest Amar's
Sure,
deception
why not?
roll.
What is it to contest?
7.
It
Insight.
is contested wisdom insight.
Oh, I don't even know what my insight is.
You have to beat
-1.
equal to or greater than 17.
Well, I got a 3, so
Yeah,
it doesn't even matter.
I rolled 18 plus 2, so I rolled a 20 on insight on that one.
So Kallow knows Amar is lying when he
Looking
says
11.
I'm fine.
Blue has no idea you're lying.
Snarl can't exactly tell you're lying. But he rolled a 3 minus 1, so a 2, basically.
It's like Amar says that a lot. Is he like deflecting or something?
Can't be sure.
Don't you know?
Jury's
Don't
still out on
tell.
that one for Amar, for Snarl.
Yes.
His brain cells are still trying to work it out. Set is bloody, says is fine, so is fine, but is but blood is bad.
Amar wipes a little bit more blood away from his mouth.
So I just says, "If you say so," and turns around.
Yep, I say so.
He just shrugs and like.
Hey,
grabs the
Lazarus,
control
thank
and
you
runs
for
away
that follow. Welcome in.
Can I?
don't,
Do I
that's
notice?
weird that our bot just
Blue
borked,
doing
but hello, welcome to the Shake the Box family. Appreciate that follow.
He's probably not trying to hide it. It's just like a very blatant swipe. So
He just grabs.
Can we
So in
not
this
get-
case, I think Snarl notices, turns to Blue.
That's weird that we
And
didn't
just
get a
like,
notification.
No, don't. This is crop, not public property. And he tries to take it out of your hands.
hey, I got this first. Go get your own. There's plenty around.
For some reason our bot borked. It should have notified us, but thank you. Appreciate you joining
Still
us.
trying to swipe
Welcome in.
from his hands.
So as they walk past, I'm gonna like stand back just a little bit. I didn't really say anything, but as soon as Amar walks past me, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Amar.
Oh, so Amar walks past, right? And you're gonna cast Healing Word. Are
Can
you
I
trying
not
to do
try
it
to take the
sneakily,
cork out
or
of his hand?
Sure.
Alright, we got 2 different things to resolve. Let's resolve Blue and Snarl first.
Sure.
Yeah.
What role would it be to try take the corn out of Blue's hand?
Over it.
Trying to take his corn.
Yeah, I'm trying to take the corn.
My cord.
How tightly is he gripping it? He just.
I don't know.
I would
Probably.
say it's a dexterity contest then.
Just straight dexterity?
Oh, I've got pretty good
Straight.
dexterity.
Yeah, straight dexterity contest.
Thankfully, I'm not at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Roll 17 plus 3.
I got an 8. Just an 8.
8, 7. So Blue, he sees Snarl, and he just like, nope. Just like
I see
very.
him, like, grab for it, and I just hold it above my head, like, nope, no, it's mine. I got it first. You can't have it. Get your own.
But did you grow it?
Well, no, but it's just sitting here. No
So
one
is
else
it yours?
eating it. It is now.
Who
Look,
said
no one
so?
else. No one else is eating this. It's just sitting here. It's going to waste.
Well, it doesn't exactly look like it's ready to harvest.
Mm.
Then why are you picking it?
Mm. And then I take a bite out of it.
Oh. I love your chomps.
I'm just going to say, I'm going to try then convince him to put it down with, guilt trips.
At least it's
I
not
want to be like-
Cornwall.
This is the town's food source. The more you take, another person starves. Do I have to roll, like some
Roll,
charisma check for that?
roll persuasion.
How would I contest this?
You can contest that by persuading yourself or resisting it with a charisma saving throw.
I will.
Oh, I got a nat 20 plus 5, so 25.
Damn.
I've got a 0 on my charisma, so I don't think there's even a point me rolling at that.
Alrighty.
Yeah, unless you have a
Because even if you got a nat 20, it'd be 2 nat 20s versus each other, and then he has a +5 and you have a
Yeah,
+0,
exactly. I'm
so
saying.
still better.
Mhm.
So
Blue just
Alright,
looks like a
alright.
little bit guilty, and he like looks at where he took the corn from, and he just like digs a little hole and puts it in the ground, like, just sticking out.
Good, and don't take any more.
But I'm hungry.
we'll have food at
We
the
can have
bar.
food at the inn.
They sell food at the inn?
Yes.
Yes.
Why did no one
Very
tell
good.
me this? I've been coming here and eating corn every morning.
It's breakfast included with the room.
Why did no one tell me this?
Telling you now.
I think that maybe we just thought you didn't like food.
Why wouldn't I like food?
Because you eat flowers?
Flowers.
Flowers are food.
I like that Snarl
like
and
how-
Kallow. We're just like, flowers?
I like how blue is colorblind to the color blue.
Yeah, I love this.
That's great. We're gonna have to get him some Enchroma glasses.
Oh, no.
Alright.
Is there a color blindness that makes
Now,
you
okay,
not
now
feel
we
good?
have to. Now we get to resolve Kallow
Also-
trying to
yes.
sneakily heal Amar.
Oh,
Yes, resolve that.
actually, I'll
resolve.
being that it's, I'm gonna go sleight of hand. I'm actually gonna do charm. I mean, not charm. Cure wounds instead. Because
Charm person.
because
I'm
that's
gonna
a
charm him.
that's verbal and
Charm
Haven't you already
somatic.
seduced enough people today?
Yeah, I've been seduced. Do you want me to roll sleight of hand to see if I can get my somatic components?
Do whatever you want.
Okay, I'll try it. Hiya, hiya. Uh, 15.
Nice.
Yeah, plus if it's sleight of hand, 6, so 21.
6. Pretty nice. 21.
But you'd still hear me because I don't. I mean, I assume I can't really be quiet on that on my verbal.
You can. You can try. You know, sneaky. Just whisper it.
Yeah, it doesn't say how loud you have to be, so you could probably just whisper it.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
it's
I
not-
think that
Amar's
there's a
brought
feat
little bit
for silent
distracted.
spell casting or something somewhere.
Well, yeah.
But
Consider
that would
this.
be like perfect silence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
This is just the
Like you can
whisper.
still try to be quiet.
Do you want
And
me
this
to?
is happening simultaneously to when Snarl and Blue are arguing. So you could probably take it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe like a stealth check for the
You might
verbal
be able to
component.
hear the-
What? You,
Yeah.
I'll let Gale make a decision on this.
Well,
Or do you want me to use the
Do-
same roll for both?
you're performing one action, which requires one sleight of hand check.
Okay, so then that was a 21 if it was dexterity based.
Now I have to roll perception to see if I see. Right?
Yes.
Which it's unlikely, but you never know. 14. And my
Ooh.
perception is +0, so 14. I don't notice, but I do feel better. So I guess, like, you know, I walk past his office and I suddenly feel a heck of a lot better. I'm like, pause for a moment, look around mildly suspiciously and very confused.
Just be staring at you like with a smile on.
Don't quite understand what happened just then. Shrug and keep walking.
Your wounds
He's
is
got a. Amar has a very thoughtful expression.
28
He's got a lot to
spellcasting
think about
modifier.
it.
Oh, I rolled an 8. 8, 9, 10, 11 points.
11 points of hit points.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's a great roll for that spell.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh.
And I'm just gonna
Phone-
I'm just
phone
gonna
crazy
stare at you
now.
with a big smile
Sure.
on.
Well, Amar doesn't notice that. But, Nothing much. Anywho,
apple cider.
awesome.
Yes, apple cider.
Bulk has apple cider. This is
I know.
nice.
I'm very happy to have apple cider. Anywho, so
You should warm it up. Mm.
thank you. If you're looking, hang on. Can I help you? I'm trying to.
She like no, and she runs away. I can hear her feet.
If you're looking, you could probably tell. Amar's not exactly paying the greatest attention to what's happening. Very thoughtful expression on his face. Got a lot to think about.
Cool.
Day has been quite a day. So we heading back to the inn then?
Ooh, yay.
Sure.
You are at the southern edge of town. Or I think
Just the edge of town.
you are at some edge of town.
Well, it has to be
Alright.
this one if we got
You're at
horns.
this edge of town.
This edge. of
Yeah,
town.
Amar is gonna head to the inn.
Oh. I guess it has to be the west because the forest. No, wait. Yeah, it's the west edge because the forest is to the west. Yeah.
Cool.
This is north. Yeah, okay, very cool.
Are you guys following Amar to the inn?
100%. Yeah. There's nowhere I'd
Cool.
rather
So
be.
we all go to the inn. It's dinner time.
Okay.
It's dinner
Yes.
time.
Dinner sounds good.
Yep. So Amar's like, gonna just eat
Shaquette
dinner.
one love.
Oh,
Shaquette
thank you,
one love,
Jossie.
Shaquette
Thank
one
you.
love,
Well,
Shaquette one
I'm
love.
heading back to the room.
As you enter the inn, you see
Thank you for the bits,
the
Jossie.
usual
Thank
cadre
you.
of people. There's some wait staff. There are some human and halfling patrons of the restaurant. But there's also someone unusual there.
Ooh.
This.
Yeah, who is it? What does it mean?
So you see at the bar a tiefling who is
Ooh.
a tiefling with a like a dark red skin, kind of a sheen to it, almost a bronzy look. And she's about the size of Amar. She's about 6'6" if you had to gather. But her horns protrude and curl up, and the tips of them make her total height about 7 feet.
Whoa, she's tall.
They
It's got really tall.
and
Very
massive.
What shape are her horns?
They are they're like ram's horns,
Ooh.
except instead of curling all the way back, they curl up at the back.
Curl up at the back. Cool. That's a cool shape.
It curls one way and then curls up.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like as a side profile, it looks something
Fonts.
like this.
Does she have
The
weapons?
side profile
I mean,
goes something like this is her head. Her horns go like this.
Picture?
okay.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Alright.
So
Okay.
Yeah, does she have like weapons and stuff on her? Does she look like combat ready?
Does she approach us? Or we? Well,
she
let's
does
go-
appear to have a weapon in sheath.
Okay.
I don't know which one because I didn't write that down. But as you
Prepare
approach, and the little bell rings, indicating that there are new patrons, she turns to you. She's like, and she says, "Oh, I see someone's finally showed up. And that's where we're going to call the session.
Oh, who is she
Okay.
looking at?
Definitely not me
Yeah,
because I
that's a
don't
good
know this
question.
lady.
Who is she looking at? That's important.
She is looking at Kallow.
Oh,
Yeah, I kind
crap.
of expected that.
Me too. Wait, I didn't roll for door. Hang on.
Roll for bonk.
Dude, Kallow's such a player. We're in the game every day, right?
A giant bonk. I rolled a natural one. This is DEFCON 1. Amar bonks his head hard enough to fall.
Just knock yourself unconscious.
As everyone but Amar enters the inn.
Amar misses the whole thing.
Amar doesn't even know this is a Teefling.
Amar decapitates his head.
And he's like, whoops. Sorry, let me just puts it back on.
Screws it back on. Just
I'm good.
Alright. So that is like, did I do the numbers right? This is about all the time you have, Book?
Yes, because I would really appreciate being able to eat food before I go to work.
Nice.
yeah,
Okay.
that sounds like something that is required
Yeah,
for
it's not
human
a
life.
huge.
I'm not exactly a
This is
biologist, but I
Good
feel like that's
session.
important.
Yeah, this is
Good.
good.
This was a fun session.
Dude, you guys have no idea. Freaking. Thank good. It's kind of like thank goodness Amar wasn't really paying attention and fully trust the fairy lady. I feel like it could have ended differently if he knew Kallow just got gashed.
Yeah. I feel like that, like,
Touchy
Snarl would not
subject.
I mean,
appreciate that.
Yeah.
it's up to like roll to see if we understood what was happening.
Well, maybe.
I was considering rolling insight, but then I was thinking that it wouldn't really make sense, like, because Snarl had no reason to sus her,
Exactly.
so I decided against doing it.
Kallow knows there was some magic hoedown going on, and if he wants to like bring it up to people who are proficient in magic to
Yeah.
the party, then that's it.
Yeah, she didn't say she can't. Well, does a Gesh make it so is a person with Gesh like able to be aware that they are Geshed?
Let me look it up. You can help me look it up. It's spelled Geas.
Anywho,
Like how that should be pronounced.
I'll be back.
That's how I've heard it.
Well, not back,
Okay.
but I'm gonna go because I'm hungry.
Okay,
So,
well, I'll see you later. Thanks for
talk
playing.
to you guys. Thank you.
Have a good shift.
Good session.
Yeah.
Bye,
I
babe.
hope so.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Jimmy. Bye,
Bye.
Gail. Bye, Falcon. Bye, Porter. Bye, chat.
Alright.
Bye.
At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 7th or 8th level, the duration is 1 year.
1 year, Jesus. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 9th level, the spell lasts until it is ended by one of the spells mentioned above. Which requires a remove curse, greater restoration, or
Ooh.
wish.
We don't have any of these. So
No, we don't. No.
Thank God. Let's hope she
Level
didn't cast that
spell
9th
wow.
level.
Jeez.
Okay, let's see. If the creature can understand you, must make a wisdom saving throw, become charmed by you for the duration. How long does it say? Is it the duration?
30 days.
While the creature is charmed by you, it takes 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner directly counter to your instructions, but no more than once a day. A creature that
Oh
can
my
understand you is
God.
unaffected. You can issue any command you choose, short of an activity that will result in certain death. So you can't send someone to certain death.
Mhm.
Should you issue a suicidal command, the spell ends. It doesn't say if you are able to be aware of it or not. Well, at least in the player's handbook.
Yeah.
It's up to discretion.
I just, hope that we come back with good news because we could talk to them and they could be like, screw those fairies. We're going to expand in the forest no matter what. If they don't want to let us, we're going to kill them. I don't know. Who knows how the town's going to respond, so.
Who knows?
hopefully things go in our way.
That was a fun session.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was.
I really like the glade. I'm gonna miss not being there all the time.
Horny.
Yeah, we don't even know what that fairy looked like, but Kallow is like just lived his best life. He got fairy bosoms.
Kallow's gonna have a fairy girlfriend.
My fairy girlfriend.
Good job there too, Falcon, with Blue taking that the center on that rock.
I was not expecting Blue to suddenly just like be thrust into the leader position. I'm gonna
Horny
be
jail.
honest.
I love
But
it.
if you didn't want to, I was probably gonna send Snarl up.
Yes, the Fern Gully of the fairies. Tor just told us to go to horny jail.
But yeah, if Blue didn't want to do it, I would probably send Snarl up. Because if it's not Blue, then Snarl has like the next level of positive brain cells. Everybody else has either 0 or negative.
I love it.
From top to bottom, it's Blue with like 1 whole brain cell, then Snarl has like half, and then Kallow and Amar share like a quarter each.
Yeah, no brain cells here.
Pass it around between them.
Yes, I
Geoff
motorboated
just
the fairy.
has
Yes.
-1. In fact, no, he doesn't even have a brain cell. It's just replaced by a constant torch.
Oh, God, the fairy.
I'm proud of it too, with no shoes on, because that makes a difference.
Damn shoeless halflings.
But geez, 5d10 damage if he doesn't do it.
Kallow was just not trying. It was trying to not be rude. You know, he took his shoes off before he entered their home.
Of 5d, so 25 damage you would take, like, average.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Which would be most of your HP.
Yeah, most of HP. It could technically kill me, right? So
Yeah, it could.
Yeah,
Well, it wouldn't kill you.
It's got a pretty good chance to at
just
least bring
knock
you
me
down.
unconscious. Yeah.
Well, because it can't outright kill you, because it at max can do 50 damage and you have 29. So it need to do 54. Or no, not 64. 54. I have my math wrong. 54 damage in order to kill you in one. Not 54, 58.
So yeah.
I can math, guys. Please, I
So
swear.
it
I
can
math.
almost kill me.
It can almost kill you. It's missing 8 damage.
It can easily knock me unconscious though.
Yeah, easily can knock you unconscious, but can't kill you. You have too much health.
Oh.
But you do have to keep in mind that it does, and it's only once per day though. So technically,
Yeah.
if you suffer it, then like Snarl can just heal you, and you'd be good for the rest of the day.
Yeah, this was a really fun. This is a really fun session.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like the interactions with all the different characters and stuff like that. The shenanigans between, like just the banter between us is just ridiculous all the time, and I
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
Slap Zone of Truth
and
on
Zone
top
of
of it. It
Truth
gets a little
didn't end up
crazy.
being as, like, it wasn't as chaotic as I thought it would be, but it was still fun.
I mean, like
Also,
when I
this
failed
is what I said,
I
Also, me
fully-
saying with Snarl, I'm inclined to say Blue wasn't like he was being honest. That was literally just me doing a haha meta joke of like, oh, it's the player. Because I mean, my favorite color is blue, and I literally, it's like, as soon as he said it, I was like, what am I gonna say? I didn't exactly think this through. And
Yeah.
it's like I didn't have any meaningful color for Snarl to have, so it's just like, fuck it, go meta, and
Go
just say
meta.
that it's blue, but
Yeah.
he doesn't know why he wants to say it.
I was,
There you go.
I just thought it was funny having Blue being like, "Yes, you called."
I missed that the first time because I was still talking after you said that.
But yeah, good session.
Good session. I enjoyed.
Yeah, and good art too. So good job on that, on setting up our.
Yeah, I like
Our
the glade.
glade.
The glade was fun to make.
It was cool to like have like when everyone was hanging out in the chat and stuff like that. We're giving us suggestions of like what to add. That was cool. But we are actually able to add some of that.
Since Blue knows the way, kinda, he could technically come back and try sneak some of the mushrooms.
Just have them in the middle of the night, like. This is how we get ghouls.
This is how we're gonna get our first or second curse.
Oh, I hope not.
On the party.
Curse you, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
The first curse of the party was Geoff. He now sweats oil.
Oh. So just don't light him.
I'm still worried about the book I'm carrying around in my backpack. One day that's gonna do something to me. Because it does come to the cathedral and it's likely heavily cursed.
The templates for the boards, Ponty? Talking about?
Abominomicon!
Oh, the boards?
I would assume what that question is. But if that is about the boards, then yes, we can save the boards individually.
Well, the custom sets, yeah, you can save those too.
Yeah, you can save them. I think Gale puts them in models and stuff. Oh no, map boards.
Yeah, map boards.
Chest named map boards, and they're all in there.
Oh yeah, because we can like just draw them out. Where is the chest? Over here?
Can Jimmy show that on stream without spoiling anything?
So anything that is outside of DM land, then yeah, you can open it without spoilers.
Okay.
What?
I think so, anyway.
This one?
I'm not going to look at NPCs until you clear that. Or models and
actually, hold on. I can't look at that one. I'm just going to take that out real fast.
No, I wasn't going to take everything out of it, but I still don't know which one I'm clicking on.
No, he means there was something in the NPC chest that we weren't supposed to see.
But none of them are labeled, so I don't know which is which. I'm assuming that this is the NPC and this is the maps?
Yeah, it's named. Oh. The chest is named. It's
for some reason it's not named for me, and I can't like click it. That's fine.
Huh.
I'm trying to search. It just makes my icon appear, but nothing appears on the side for me.
Maybe it's because I don't. Oh, that's right. Because I didn't have my UI on. That's why.
Sudden lag. Game, please. Sudden lag.
Oh, nice.
There it is.
All right, cool. Thanks, Chelsea. I appreciate
That's
you.
The path we made. Path.
Yeah, I can't open it.
Oh,
I'm just gonna step away real fast,
cathedrals and gale curse.
I'll be right back.
There's a mysterious platform for some reason. I think that was going to be for the cathedral.
Oh, there's a floor in there.
Yeah, I think that's what number 5 is in the map boards.
That's number 10. Oh,
number 10 is the floor. Oh, right. It went crazy and then the floor got stuck in here.
Yes.
Oh, there's a red larch. A map of red larch.
Yes, that's not the red larch we have, but it is the red larch I started with.
So that was your inspiration?
Yes, you could say that.
There's the spider cave, which was pretty fun.
Yeah.
We've come quite a long way. It's interesting to watch these drawings, because they're so simple.
Yeah, I don't think back in... Yeah, we evolve over time.
Sorry, back.
I think back in Spider Cave, I think it was still mostly you. I think we started once we got to the pelvis. I think you just enlisted books helped to draw it.
Yeah.
And from there, I think a few of us helped.
I don't know if there's any I don't know if there's any you want me to pull out, Ponty, but I can.
Well, I accidentally grabbed a board. Okay, good. It did not summon it. Clearly, we should pull out the floor. Unfortunately, there's no way to delete something that's in a bag. You'd have to take it out to delete it. So I think it just kind of has to be there forever unless you transfer all the items to a different chest and then delete the chest.
Yeah.
That's the way. I could take the floor out and delete it, but then it might like bonk things.
Yeah. So
Wouldn't want
your
that.
best bet would, like I said, take everything else that isn't.
Yeah,
the
thankfully
chest
the answer is
out.
yes.
The
Thankfully.
floor, I mean. What does it say? I'm searching for the chest. I stopped. I'm not looking at the chest anymore.
Models and
I
stuff.
closed the menu. Game. Game, please. I stopped looking.
Because they have so many vector lines, they might be unusually laggy.
Yeah. It did take a while for it to load. And it's a good thing you're splitting everything up into bags. That at least somewhat reduces the load time, I would assume. Because it has to render everything.
Yeah, those are pretty good. Restrain, frighten,
I do like how
blinded.
you reuse this video game board and put on the homebrew statuses there.
Yeah.
Why not?
The petrified one is
summon
great.
arrows anymore?
That's a Medusa's head.
I think I am forbidden from summoning arrows anymore. The game
Oh,
that said
yeah, so-
no.
Yeah, the charmed one.
You name it to Horny Joe.
Oh, frightened is a little ghost. These are great.
Yeah, these are some fun status icons. That I
Did you guys
found.
draw these ones?
No, these are from a
Oh.
workshop thingy.
Yeah,
I sent it
from
to
the
Gale,
workshop.
like the whole thing. I don't know if you looked at it yet. Well, oh, there's all my arrows that I summoned all at once for some reason.
Yeah, some ping issues.
And now I can summon arrows normally.
And what's in models and stuff?
Models and stuff, obviously.
Models and stuff.
Oh.
Like campfires and barrels and bowls
Gotcha.
and
Yay, Pusheen.
occasionally people before I started putting the people in the people box. Oh, and spiders. Lots of spiders.
Lots and lots of spiders. I
And
love
this hairy chest.
Alright, the hairy chest.
the board.
Well, I'm definitely
It's
getting
like it's
confused.
it's developing
Oh
more
my
and
God,
more
it's the Geoff
character as we
webcam.
play.
I just found the Geoff webcam.
The Geoff
here.
webcam.
Oh, there's another floor in the NPC's chest,
Oh shoot.
which is also
What was
number
popular
10.
Inspiration
This
die?
one
Yeah,
has a
because we
drawing
kept
about it,
losing the
actually.
floor. And then I would be like, okay, we can't find the floor. I'll just make a new one. Now we know where they all went.
Oh, and there's some priest stat blocks in the. There's
I
some
found it.
stat blocks in the NPCs.
Oh, that doesn't belong there.
Yeah, you probably should remove those because they are kind of
Yeah.
meta stuff that we probably
Yeah.
shouldn't see.
Blech.
I forgot the mark that I gave this to Blue before, but he used it so fast it didn't even matter.
Darkness.
Darkness.
Justice.
Justice.
Well, I guess Falcon did a different reference than I expected.
I don't think that I
Reference to
realized that I
expect.
didn't have proficiency in performance. That's kind of funny. As a half bard.
Why does it? Apparently now the red tray is just forced to glow blue all the time.
I wonder if that was an accident.
It just pulses.
I'm curious.
Also,
don't know.
the reference I was expecting was Hades.
The reference?
Blood and darkness.
Oh.
I beat Hades, by the way.
Nice, man.
Nice.
Nice.
It's so good.
Yeah, it
How
looks like a fun game
fucking-
to play. I would buy it, but I have enough stuff to play right now.
The ending was both sensical and satisfying, which is rare. Rare for a roguelike, anyway.
Yeah, it says light armor, one skill of your choice in
Oh,
musical
you-
instrument, so I didn't have to take performance, so I
You
guess I
beat
just didn't.
Hades like you got to the credits?
Not the credits, but like I escaped hell once.
Okay.
Or twice. More endings after that, I suppose. Not. If there's more endings past that, I have not seen them.
Basically, you keep going to Persephone and try to repair their relationship.
Yeah.
I've been out
Don't
twice.
say those
I
out,
think.
obviously.
Yeah, obviously. I'm trying to avoid spoilers.
Good.
I need to figure out a way I can learn an ocarina and get an ocarina.
But yeah, the first time you beat it, it's not the actual ending. You'll know the ending because you get credits.
And find a freaking hurdy-gurdy.
Okay,
Apparently I
Well,
have a
why is
proficiency in
Meditative 2 on
hurdy-gurdy, and I
Hades?
forgot about that.
Was I? Yes, a little bit. Because every boss has phases.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just don't like the fake out at first.
But then again, it is the final boss.
another
It's also the
turn
god
was
of
not
death. You really
expecting, but
expect him to just accept his death?
for.
It's fair.
Like, you can get death defiances. Why doesn't your father get death
A species.
I don't keep shouting at me
Well,
to
not really
swap from
species. I
3
guess.
death defiances per run to the
Speak-
like one per
speaking of-
room.
Speaking of death
For
defiances,
races.
talking first.
I was saying Dino keeps shouting at me to swap from the 3 death defiances per run to the like 1 per room.
Stubborn Defiance is so good.
I just can't.
The issue is you have
I love
multiple
it a
deaths
lot
in one
because-
area rather than multiple deaths over the course of a run. So
One-
Stubborn Defiance.
I love
doesn't
that
work as
Amar
well for
knows
you.
calligraphy tools.
My
So-
thing is,
Like, that makes me so happy.
I'm pretty good at dodging all the. When I get to the bosses, if I'm gonna lose a life on a boss, I'm gonna lose 1 or 2.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, like one of the things that kills me in roguelikes is like I have one
See?
awful room, like the butterfly room in Elysium.
Yeah.
And then it just kills the run. But with Stubborn Defiance, if I can make it out of that room, I'm
I
no
actually
worse
just had
for
the
wear,
word on
because I
screen
still have at least
and ran
30% health in the bank.
What does upgrading Stubborn Defiance do? Give you more lives per room?
There's only one
upgrade
ranking.
once.
Oh, you only upgrade it once?
Yeah.
Did you take
Yeah, I
the.
feel like Stubborn Defiance. Well, I think I might have accidentally written in something in DM land.
Don't know.
Did you take Inspiring Leader as a feat?
I think there might be some text thing that has a bunch of W and S's now.
Don't. Let me find it.
But I don't know what because I can't see it. But for some reason, you can still interact with stuff. It still gives me a text
Yeah.
prompt,
Nope, not class.
which is why I think it was like over here.
That's
I don't
not
see
it.
anything with W.
I see a text prompt, like, I can't
I
paint
gotta level up.
above there.
I gotta level up
I
my
see a text
bard
prompt up here.
because
There is a card
I need more spells and
right
stuff.
here.
I want to be able to
Is there,
cast
like,
more
W and
spells.
S's in it?
No,
Like, multiple, I mean. Like,
I
at
don't
once.
see any. Nope.
Then, good, I didn't
Problem
write
is
it.
I don't know what subclass of
Dude.
bard I want.
There's a chance I
Thinking
could have
Blade.
deleted something important.
Probably Blade Bard.
Dude.
Better safe than sorry.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I might not. I might go
Hey, look,
Valor,
Dr. Pepper.
and then so I can use
Yeah.
That's my thing. I'm
use a
taking
shield maybe, and I'll use like a pot lid for a shield. Did you take Inspiring Leader as a feat for Snarl?
that. Yes.
Nice. I was actually really surprised that Amar didn't go more in on the court thing. Like I know that we put blue up there, but I was like kind of surprised that like the noble.
I feel like Amar definitely did the most talking.
Yeah.
They wouldn't shut up.
He just.
I feel like on any given day that's the case.
That's good. Yeah, that whole scene was good. Yeah, so I
It was fun.
want to lean a little bit further into the bard thing again too. Not that I shied away from it, but I've been having fun with that aspect. But I think certain moments call for it. And like that was just like such a enchanted place, I guess, that it had him like wanting to participate with it. I forgot that I had the racial luck, so if I roll a 1 on ability saving throws or attack rolls, I can re-roll them. I definitely have forgotten about that in the past.
Ah.
I need to remember. I do have a thing that allows me to re-roll a 1 or a 2 on I think a damage roll? Or is it an attack?
With two-handed feet, right?
That was that was a fighting stance, I believe.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, two-handed fighting style.
Great weapon fighting. if you roll a 1 or 2 on a damage die, you re-roll that and use it.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
I love my divine health description of it because it is accurate.
Your English vocab
Having
is
fun with
screaming.
The direction I've kind of taken Blue in, I think. I was just sort
I'm
of like
enjoying this.
an eccentric wizard.
Yeah.
It makes it interesting.
My favorite blue moment for today. My favorite blue moment of today was when you took the new blue out and then put him next to the old blue, and you're like, "Shut up, get out of here!" And you told yourself off in character. I think that was my favorite moment, which didn't technically happen in the game, but it was still funny that you did that. You in charactered versus yourself.
Who's an
Did
imposter,
we ever
man?
get the answer on if
Abilities?
if you can see, like, if you can tell you're affected by it?
There's probably.
You mean like spells,
Well,
skills,
I'm
guessing, like,
or just
when,
like extra
when you get
stuff?
the opportunity to fulfill or deny a gesh, I'm guessing you feel a pull, but that's probably the best you'll get.
But I mean more like if you can be aware you're affected by it.
If you are aware. So charmed people don't know they're charmed.
Okay.
Probably not.
Yeah.
It is described as a charm.
I think that a lot of times that they actually, it's contrary to that. I think that charm, you're aware that you're being charmed, because I think that's one of the downsides of it, is that once the charm spell breaks, you're like, damn you.
I think the way that usually works is when the charm ends, you are aware.
Yeah. I would say that, yeah. That might be a fine thing, but yes. But, you know, the spells and other things might be a little bit different. Yeah, said when a spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you, specifically. So my skills, Kallow's skills are history, perception, persuasion, sleight of hand, stealth, and survival. His skills. And his spells, his cantrips are prestidigitation, which I probably will change when I level up. Vicious Mockery. First levels are Cure Wounds, Healing Word, Disguise Self, Charm Person, and Animal Friendship.
While you're thinking about spells, if there's any homebrew spells that you either find or think of that you would like, you could run those by me.
Okay.
Penguins.
All the penguins. Yeah.
I don't think that really applies for me.
Yeah, from his background, he gets Rustic Hospitality. So I can hide, rest, recuperate, and commoners will shield me from the law. I have a lucky trait from my race, a brave trait, a nimbleness, and resilience from all of my race. Resilience versus poison. I can move through creatures. I have advantage versus fright because I'm brave, which is kind of funny because I'm actually not. It's very contrary to my character. But I guess when push comes to shove, if he is first frightened, he might save versus it. And I can reroll stuff. And then for the bard, it's the inspiration, the Song of Rest for when we're healing, when we're resting. And from the rogue, I have extra expertise on skills. I have a sneak attack, and then I can also disengage, hide, and dash during combat as a bonus action. To answer your question. I don't know how to use it effectively. I can always explain stuff in more detail. Yeah, I can explain stuff in more detail at some point, Pon. You want to know about any of the other characters?
Looking up spells won't work for me, considering I don't know. I feel like Paladin isn't about like finding spells, so it doesn't work for me, unfortunately.
About finding
But
spells? What do you mean?
I can homebrew something. Like, I mean, like coming up with custom spells probably won't work out well for me.
Oh. Well, unless you feel like they're specifically given to you from your divine.
So paladins are limited in the kinds of spells they get. You know, because it's not just so like a wizard. It's like how do I How do I meddle with the fabric of reality to do cool and wacky shit? And with Paladin stuff, it's like, okay, so here are the skills that I can offer that you might need. You can smite things, you can detect evil, you can heal people. So the Paladin suite.
And summon a steed at some point. Important.
Summon a steed.
That's a thing paladins can do.
So much. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I love that spell for them. It's literally. I think it's just called Find Steed.
This is good knowledge for our other campaign.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, it was probably a different edition. 10 to 13 years ago, you were playing a completely different edition, Ponty.